was cast away.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Hello everyone, welcome back to Open Arms Reactions. My name's Casper Fox, this is Mortius, and today we're back with more Epic the Musical.
We are checking out 3 different animatics for Not Sorry for Loving You. Now, as Epic the Musical has grown, we have seen a massive spike in the amount of animatics that come out per saga. And so we were like, do we just want to do it like we did before, where we like go through the whole saga in animatic style, but then we were having such a hard time picking and choosing which ones we wanted to do. We were like, do we want to just do like 2 run-throughs? And then I had the idea of like, what if we just make a video per song? What if this week we do like 3 videos of Not Sorry for Loving You, next week we do 2 to 3 videos of Dangerous, and just go 1 video through? And that means we don't have to pick and choose as much, and we even get the opportunity to highlight some smaller artists, which is actually one thing we're going to do today, which I'm really, really excited for. For those of you who don't follow me on other platforms, on TikTok I actually recently started a series of uplifting smaller creators, finding smaller creators recommended to me, trying to give them a platform on my channel. And one of the creators I saw had this incredible animatic of We'll Be Fine, which I did watch, so I wouldn't be able to do a reaction to it, but they also had a Not Sorry for Loving You, which I intentionally did not watch. So we're gonna get to see Mayako, which is currently the most viewed Not Sorry for Loving You, BrittPowwPixel, who we saw for their Love in Paradise, so that's gonna be a fun carryover, and then MaevetheFae, who is this smaller creator, only 1.7 thousand subscribers, but this video is exceptional and is already at 70K. So like the video's already getting some appreciation. So let's make sure that if you are here that you are hopping down to that link in the description and subscribing to this person, because trust me, based on their We'll Be Fine, they deserve way more than 1.7K. So those are the 3 we are going to hop in today. Casper, do you have any thoughts?
No.
Great. Let's do Let's hop into these animatics, starting with BrittPowwPixel. Here we go. Oh, I forgot how much I love BrittPoww's Calypso. And I like how this is consistent with the timeline of BrittPowwPixel's animatic, because she had the longer hair at the beginning and then had the shorter hair in the cliff scene. So now she's still kind of got that shorter hair there. I like that.
Nice.
Someone arrived today. They said they're taking you away, that you're not mine to save. And soon I won't get to see your face, so I came by to say you're unlike anyone I have ever known, 'cause you're all I've ever known.
You mentioned this a lot in the Duvet Box reaction, but can we just talk about how this is even more sketch-like than a lot of the other animatics we check out, which is fine. Animatics should be sketch-like. We're getting way too spoiled by conflating animatic and animation in this fandom.
Literally,
but,
yeah.
So this is a perfect animation, but can we talk about how well conveyed the lighting is? In just a sketch animation? Like, there is clearly a sunset to her left and his right. He literally doesn't have any detail. Like, you couldn't even tell who that is, and yet the lighting is impeccable. It's perfect. That's really impressive.
And if I pushed you, or if I came on too strong, or if I ambushed you, for that I'll say I was wrong. Hate to me, then I am sorry, my love's too much for you. But I'm not sorry for loving you. I'm not sorry for loving you. I'm not sorry for loving you. I'm not sorry for loving you.
Man, the streaks of tears are so well done. Like,
oh my God.
That's like when you're crying so hard that it's just a continuous stream. Like, I feel like some animators have done good at like tears in your eyes. Like the artist when Polites shows up in the Underworld did a really good eye tear up, but like actually just like streaming down the cheek, that was animated exceptionally well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They're
I
so
like
good
that
at
a lot.
that.
Yeah, they really are. No, it's phenomenal.
Let me speak. I spent my whole life here. Was cast away when I was young, alone for 100 years. I had no friends but the sky and sun. So when you washed ashore.
And then now
was
the
beautiful.
child, the transition to the longer hair, that's exceptional, actually. What a
Sky
cool
and
way.
sun. So when you washed ashore, I thought for sure that you were my dream come true. I thought I knew. So if I pushed you, or if I came on too strong, or if I ambushed you, for that I'll say I was wrong.
I will say, we are intentionally not getting too much into, just because it's a very heavy subject for a lot of people. We are appreciating this very from the subject of the animation, from the perspective of the animation. But I do appreciate how well Britt Powell is able to convey both sides here. Because I feel like with the emotion, with showing her as a kid, like, very much making Calypso sympathetic, which is really powerful for this song, and yet not shying away from, like, the bad actions she did. Like, it would be so easy to just stay on the present, but I feel like BrittPowwPixel is doing a really good job of, like, again, both sides. It's like, this is a tragic character who did bad, and that's a really good way to have this conveyed, and I'm really happy that she hasn't shied away from either. Like, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of bias either direction in this one. And I think that's really important. I like that a lot.
Nice, yeah.
Oh, and Odysseus crying. Oh. Oh.
And if you hate me, then I am sorry, my love's too much for you. But I'm not sorry for loving you. I'm not sorry for loving you.
Oh.
I'm not sorry for loving you.
Oh, the deep sigh.
I'm not sorry for loving you. I'm not sorry. I'm angry and tired and restless and sad.
Oh.
I'm stuck in the moments I swore that we had. I wish you would chase me or try to embrace.
And I love the way it actually showed their life together, like the way they're like spearfishing at one point.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of fascinating.
I love, and there was this, like, as she said, like, I'm not sorry, before it changes to this, like, C piece where the Monchess starts playing. There was, like, these, like, little three lines indicating that he's surprised at what she's saying there, like, animated here. I'm not sorry, like, huh? Like, what? Like that. I think that's really, really nice detail. And then I love how it's portrayed, because from both sides of the story, you can see that Odysseus is doing this because he needs to survive, but she's seeing it as this is their moments that she swore that they had, right? I really like that. Really,
That's
well
a really
portrayed.
good point. Like, yeah, that's a really, because it showed like survival things like spearfishing. So he's just going for food, but she sees this as a shared bonding moment. Wow.
Yeah.
Britt Pow.
For once, I wish you would lie and say
I love you,
you do.
but not in the way that you want me to.
I hate that I fell in love with you.
Whoa, pushing him off
Fall in
now.
love with you. Why did I fall in love with you? What do I do with this love for you? What do I do with this love for you? How am I supposed to get over you? How am I supposed to get over you? Why in the world won't you love me too?
Oh. This is not an easy song to tackle well, and
Oh
Britt
my God.
PowwPixel tackled it so well. I am a fan.
Wow.
I am such a fan of that.
Holy shit! And I love the fact, and obviously no shade to Jorge's vision here, but I love the fact that he's not building the raft as this thing. Like, this is not a goodbye.
Yeah.
Because she's coming with the news that someone arrived today and you can leave. Like, that's how the song
Yeah.
literally starts, right? So it would make sense that now that he knows he can leave, and this whole Calypso thing is now over. And then when she looks back, he's gone. I like that. That's a fantastic take on the story. I love that.
I agree. No, that was really cool. All right. Well, now we are going to get to MaevetheFae. And if you skip the intro, but What's important to know about this one is that it MaevetheFae does not have enough subscribers. That's the long and short of it. Please make sure you are hopping into the description and supporting MaevetheFae. Please, please, please make sure you are supporting them because, like I said in the intro, I watched their We'll Be Fine. Their use of color, oh my goodness. Like, maybe like off screen or even like as a bonus at the end of this just for patrons, maybe I can show you it and we can just do like a watch through because there We'll Be Fine. I don't know if we're going to go back to that song much, especially since Gigi's was so amazing, but like just the color scheme is so good. I can't wait to see what they bring to I'm Not Sorry for Loving You. So please, even though this one is smaller, if we are able to use our platform and kind of sandwich it between two bigger ones to bring more attention to a very talented animator, hey, what else could we possibly ask for as creators? To be able to uplift small creators the same way we were both small creators when this all started. Like, you all uplifted us to the part where we are now, so please go do the same for this person, and let's hop into MaevetheFae.
Oh my god.
I told you, the colors, Casper!
Someone arrived
Wow.
today. They said they're taking you away.
I like how she also has the pointed ears, like we were kind of talking about with the
duvet
Less
box.
Than Mortals and duvet box. I like that. And I like the way that I feel like this one, like, I know that typically they try to make it based off of the actress, but I feel like this one kind of resembles Wangui even more than BrittPoww's or the canon one, at least a little
They
bit.
said they're taking you away, that you're not mine to save. And soon I won't get to see your face. So
Look at the hair! Oh my gosh!
You're unlike anyone I have ever known. 'Cause you're all I've ever known. And if I pushed you, or if I came on too strong, or if I ambushed you, for that I'll say I was wrong. And if you hate me, then I am sorry.
The way he won't even look at her in this one is a fascinating addition to this dynamic.
yeah.
Oh,
My love's too much for you. But I'm not sorry for loving you.
I'm not sorry for loving you.
I'm not sorry for loving you.
I'm not sorry for loving you. Calypso.
Let me speak. I spent my whole life here.
God, it's so
Was cast
pretty.
away when I was young, alone for
He really doesn't want to be touched.
years. I had no friends but the sky and sun.
Yeah,
Fire.
love that. So glad I paused right there. Sky and Sun's
Cool.
really cool. But yeah, I do find like this one's definitely painting him as having a lot less sympathy and tolerance for her. So I'm really curious how they're going to convey the Odysseus's line towards the end. But I like this. I like the Sky and
yeah.
Sun. And look at even just like the little bit of like lighting on her shoulder from like the
It's
right-handed
great.
one and from the sun
She's
on her face
gorgeous.
and ear. Yeah, man.
I
Oh, please.
Yeah, no, I wonder. So from MaevetheFae, I wonder if they ever do God Games or Circe Saga or some of that, what their portrayals of Aphrodite and Circe would be, because I see a lot of elements from these two gods in like at least in like what I imagine them to look like headcanon wise, right? So, yeah,
Absolutely,
it's
that's a
beautiful
good point.
design.
Yeah, I hope we see more from them in the future.
When you washed ashore, I thought for sure that you were my dream come true.
Oh, and he's just already packed the side eye. Oh, whoa, that was so pretty. Hold on, I was too busy making a bombastic side eye joke to appreciate it.
I thought I knew.
The deep purples of a nighttime island and then the sunrise. Oh my god.
crazy.
This is so
Dude, you
good.
So if I pushed you, or if I came on too strong, or if I ambushed you, for that I'll say I was wrong. And if you hate me, then I am sorry, my love's too much for you. But I'm not sorry for loving you.
And the fact this is kind of the opposite of what you were saying before, where like the whole song, he's just packing, he's just getting ready to go. He's setting up his raft, he's
Yeah,
packing up
but-
everything.
But yeah, but here it makes sense because he, as soon as he heard the first thing in the song, he went up the stairs to
You're
start
right.
packing his shit,
So,
right?
so like, it's just a completely different version,
Yeah.
so that makes sense to you.
But this is very, very, like, this is a very hostile take on the whole situation. Like
Yes.
here, because here he's like not even want to acknowledge her or touch her at all.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
it's definitely
Yeah.
clear that like this artist is more in one direction than the other, which isn't bad. That's
Seems
why
like it
we
is.
want to see every interpretation. And like I said, we're being
Oh, yeah.
careful about like how far we dive into topics that are sensitive for a lot of people, including me. I know I gave a very emotional take about this, which is because it was my raw reaction. But yeah.
I'm not sorry for loving you.
I'm not sorry for loving you.
I'm not sorry for.
Hold on.
Is that like it? Is that like because like I need to go
Like,
home to
that's
my
like
wife?
the-
She's like, no.
Oh, maybe.
Because, wedding finger?
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know.
No, I did catch that was wedding finger, but I didn't catch. Maybe, yeah. That's a good point. It's like, no, it's like, nope, I'm married. Get out of here. Interesting.
But-
like almost like a
Well,
reminder.
where's the ring?
That is a good
Did she,
question.
like, is there a wedding ring? I don't know, bro. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Mabel. If you're watching this, let us know.
Yeah, let us know what that was.
Not sorry for loving you.
I'm not sorry for loving you.
Ooh.
I'm not sorry. I'm angry and tired and restless and sad. I'm stuck in the moments I swore.
Following him into the
Wish you would
water.
chase me or try to embrace me for once. I wish you would
Holding him-
say
I love you,
you do.
but not in the way that you want me to.
It almost felt like that was just to get her off. I was so
Yeah.
curious how she was gonna how Maeve was gonna convey this one, but that really felt like it was like, because some people have even said when they listened to it, they thought the implication was like, because she's like, for once I wish you would lie and say, and then he says that, and people are like, so clearly he was lying, and I'm like, I think it could be interpreted either way, but in this one it really does feel like that one was just like all right,
get her
I'm
off.
gonna say what you want, and then I'm gonna give my clarifying and bounce. This is gorgeous, and what an interesting, very
Oh, yeah.
different take.
I hate that I fell in love with you.
Hate that I fell in love with you.
Why did I fall in love with you?
Why did I fall in love with you?
What do I do with this love for you?
What do I do with this love for you?
How am I supposed to get over you?
How am I supposed to get over you?
Why in the world won't you love me too?
He gets further away
Yep.
from the island, and she's there in the back as well. Oh wow.
Yeah. Look at those pinks and like. Oh,
And he finally
his
smiles.
smile. And look at like the pinks and purples on the sea. Man, that's gorgeous.
Wonderful. Wonderful color scheme. Yeah, well done, Maeve. That was a wonderful take on the song. I'm not seeing the same frame as you, I think.
I'm not gonna bring too much attention to it, but Maeve, you and I share the brain cell about this. Regardless, no, I'll just say like. There's just a final frame here where there's a thought bubble and it just says, why doesn't the man I'm holding prisoner want to stay with me? Maeve, we're on the same brain cell, don't worry. Well, regardless, please, like we said, make sure you are supporting this creator. Link in the description. We will probably put the links in the order we go through them. So it's going to be the second link down in that description that you see there. And yeah, that was definitely a different take, but it was just great. And those colors, right?
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
Beautiful.
I was almost
Beautiful.
the tiniest bit disappointed isn't the right word because it was still gorgeous, but small spoiler alert to when we check it out, probably as a Patreon exclusive, or also for anyone who goes and sees it, We'll Be Fine shunts between different colorscapes way more. And so I was kind of hoping we'd see a couple more like takes, and this one stayed a little bit more just in that pink and purple the whole time, which was gorgeous. But yeah, definitely check out this one, guys, and definitely check out There Will Be Fine, because it's this same thing but 5 different color schemes throughout it. It's gorgeous. Regardless, we've still got one more to check out, whose name I am completely forgetting right now. So Mason, tell them the name and then cut to it.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Instantly understanding why this one has so many views. Like, wow, that's gorgeous. Love this take.
Gorgeous Calypso. The brushes from the vines. So
This
fire.
might be, I'm saying this purely as a compliment here, but not like, I know we want to be very careful about like comparison. We don't want to like bring it down. Like everyone's takes are valid. This is my favorite Calypso so far of all four, like including canon, even including like Gigi's. This immediately, I just love the aesthetic of her so much. The big fluffy hair, the kind of like somber, the different, oh my gosh. Oh!
Someone arrived today. They said they're taking you away. That you're not mine to save. And
The
so
little
I
flecks of
wanted
like
to see your face,
mint
so
light in their
I
eyes.
tried to say, you're unlike anyone I have ever known.
She's gorgeous.
Dude, speaking, you mentioned this in the last one, but I want to see Cersei from this creator. That like stance she came when she came around the corner, that's woo!
All I've ever known.
She pretty.
She pretty.
And if I pushed you, or if I came on too strong, or if I ambushed you, for that I'll say I was wrong. And if you hate me, then I am sorry, my love's too much for you.
The tears forming.
Yeah.
But I'm not
And then down the
sorry for
face.
loving you.
I'm not sorry for loving you.
I'm not sorry for
Oh.
loving you.
I'm not sorry for loving you. Calypso.
Let me speak. I spent my
Whoa. Little bit of like
Whoa, that
magic
was-
there.
dude.
Yeah, that's interesting. Hold on.
Not sorry for loving you. Calypso.
let me speak.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder
her
what's up with
hand.
that. I wonder if that's just some of her magic sort of involuntarily coming through or what, but that's intriguing.
Maybe she's showing him the flashback she's about to talk about.
Oh, like bringing her into. Ooh, that's a fun take. Okay, Mayako, you gotta let us know if you watch this. Comment if that was your intention, because that's a fun take.
I spent my whole life here, was cast away.
Oh, that's brilliant.
the baby.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
I had no friends but the sky and sun. So when you washed ashore, I thought for sure that you were my dream
Oh,
come true.
oh man, the
Dude, that is so. Did you see how the tree was like the transition? That is some of the most genius animated.
That's like
and then
straight up
here when she
cinematography
realizes,
within it.
literally, and then having here instead, because this is an animatic, so instead of having a big realization, literally all that changed was she put her hand down and then the eye
The
was
eye did this-
right.
oh.
Fantastic.
And
way of
now her
portraying that.
face.
Wow.
Oh.
So if I pushed you, or if I came on too strong, or if I ambushed you, for that I'll say I was
Yeah,
I think
you're
that's what
right, you're
happened.
right, you're right. What a cool thing of like
That's so
conveying
dope.
her side to him. Oh, man.
If you hate me, then I am sorry, my love's too much for you. But I'm not sorry for loving you.
And just the amount of tears, she's not even trying to wipe them away anymore.
Loving you.
I'm not sorry for loving you.
I'm not sorry, I'm angry and tired and restless and sad. I'm stuck in the moments I swore that we had. I wish you would chase me or try to embrace me for one.
Interesting. I will
Vines.
say, because I want to be super honest, especially since, like I said, like I've looked at animation things in the past, I think it's a more honest reaction if there are critiques as well as compliments. I am not an animator. I have no right to critique anything except for just how much I love it. So this is not a criticism, it's just a note that I want to share because I think it gives more credibility to the positive things I say. That being said, I really, maybe just because I've watched like Gigi Spin Shot and the other ones included it, but I feel like the like angry, I'm tired and restless, it needs movement with it. I feel like
that's
that's like stationary on her knees as the drums and vocals kick up really felt like dissonance between the visuals and the audio for me personally. Or even if she wasn't walking, I feel like there would have to be like angry, I'm tired, I'm restless, like some kind of like pounding of her fists on like the floor. Like I just feel like when it accelerates that much, some kind of movement needs to be conveyed, whether it's fists or footsteps or something.
For me, I feel like that this is the part of the song where everything comes falling down on her, the realization and how everything just blurts out. So for me, if this was happening in a conversation, I can understand why all she can do is just fall to her knees and just like kind of confess in a sense, right? Literally just coming out and all this is just falling. You can see the vines have to take over for her because she can't do anything physically because she's so focused on everything that's coming out of her right now that the vines take over to try and embrace, like kind of like on Odysseus, as you see here. So I definitely think your take is valid and it is great, but I also think that this take on it is also...
It depends on whether you are prioritizing, which, again, both approaches are valid, so actually I'll even take back a little bit of my critique, but I think it depends on whether you approach it more narratively or more musically. Because, like, some of those really cool animatics we've talked about have, like, the beat markings, so I think that you are 100% right narratively. 100% makes sense narratively, and I do still think the animatic has to keep the music in mind to an extent, and some of my favorite moments are ones like in Mutiny, when he gets farther away as the voices get louder to indicate he's like shouting after. I just think some of my favorite moments are ones where like they almost explain the musical choices with the visuals, which I guess is why I felt like that moment lacked just a little bit of something for me. Not enough to like ruin it. It's amazing, but that was just my one note.
Could we try going back just before that verse started? Because I think there was like, I don't know if she falls to her knees on beat or if the vines come in on beat. I'm sure there's something that like that musicality you're looking for.
No, that's a good point.
In the animation might be better. I'm not falling. We need to restart.
You're not, shoot.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry for loving you. I'm not sorry for loving you. I'm not sorry. I'm angry and tired and restless and sad. I'm stuck in the moments I swore that we...
Yeah, there's definitely some beat marking there.
Yeah.
But...
Try to embrace me for once. I wish you would lie and say
I love you,
Oh.
Okay.
you do.
but not in the way that you want me to.
Interesting. Oh!
I hate that
Hold on. Wait.
I hate that
Did it?
But not in the way that you
I
want
think-
me to.
Clockwise. I want to see if I'm right, because if so, that's a crazy detail. Hold on. I'm so sorry. We're going on a side quest here, y'all.
You're fine.
Where was
you
the...
want to see if it like went the opposite way of what it did before?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
me speak my years. So I had
Okay.
friends but the sky and sun. So when you washed ashore, I thought for sure that you were my dream come true.
That's
No, it
clockwise.
is the same direction, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That would have been a cool touch if it was the opposite direction, but still very cool connective tissue. I like it.
Try to embrace me for once. I wish you would lie and say
I love you,
you do.
but not in the way that you want me to.
Yeah.
I hate that I fell in love with you.
Oh.
Hate that I fell in love with you. Why did I fall in love with you? Why did I fall in love with you? What do I do with this love for you? What do I do with this love for you? How am I supposed to get over you? How am I supposed to get over you? Why in the world won't you love me too?
Ah.
Oh.
Yep, and just cuts off looking after him like that.
Beautiful.
Brutal. Wow. That was
Damn,
three
that was
totally different takes. on
Yeah.
a pretty heavy song. I'm glad I had this idea. I'm glad I like this a lot. I like being able to just really like feel out and dive into some different versions of a song. So hopefully you guys like this as well. Let us know in the comments if you like this format or if you want us to do it for other videos or other songs as well. Because I know there are a couple songs that there are like a lot of versions we haven't checked out, even in previous sagas. So we are for sure going to be doing this just sort of sequentially through the Vengeance Saga, which is most likely, if we're all correct about an end of the year release theory, is probably going to lead us right into the final saga. But after that, let us know if this is a format you like or if you want us to go back to something else. We are always interested in your feedback. Casper, do you have any final thoughts?
I want to say for the last animatic here, they were fantastic at conveying simplicity in like that. So for example, there was a frame about where it had Calypso's face, and the hair wasn't even drawn. The hair blended in and became the entire background, which is a little bit of a doodles to indicate that it was hair. I think it's a really, really cool way of working with way closer to an animatic than an animation. Yo, Mason, put the screenshot right there. There you go. I'll send it to you. Don't worry, buddy. I won't. You're gonna have to find it. Bill us. It's okay. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you very much for being here. Thank you to the patrons scrolling on either side of the screen for all of your support. Thank you so much. I feel like we haven't said this recently. Hey, Mason, thank you. Can we give a shout out to our editor? Because we have not been, I don't think we have enough recently. So Mason, genuinely, our channel in this epic series would truly not be the same or even at all possible without you. So thank you sincerely and tremendously for all of the work you put into these videos. And if you want to support us here on YouTube and you can't join the Patreon, what's the best way to do that?
In just a second, there's gonna be 2 boxes. One of them is a playlist to the entirety of our Epic the Visuals, a saga slash playlist, and the other one is a video that YouTube has picked specifically for you. You can click that, watch a minute of it. No, holy shit, Mortius, do it.
If you watch at least a minute of one of these videos, that calculates through the click-through rate, which is one of the ways that YouTube calculates if something should be recommended through the algorithm. So that's one of the most helpful ways, besides the normal liking and subscribing, to boost this through the algorithm. So please consider clicking on one of the videos that's about to show up right after you leave a comment telling me your favorite kind of tree. Okay, bye everybody! And as always, great to hold the open arms! Ah!